Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here again, and it's all coming into play now. I used to wonder, why is it that God would allow me to experience a miracle in my life when I was a kid? I have known so many other kids that have been in the same situation that I was in. He gave me a miracle and gave them death. Now I remember, he gave me a message. Even then, I was too young to understand. And that message is that God is God and God is invisible. And there is no human being above me or any human being on the face of the earth. There's no one above you. Except when you're a child, the only person that you got above you then is your parents. You got your parents. But as an adult, the only one that's above you, you can't see, you can't touch, you can't feel, you can't conjure it up in imagination. It's a spirit called God. It is responsible for all creation, all wonderful creation, all loving creation. And that the fact that we here are on earth as human beings are supposed to live here on earth as human beings as though we're in heaven. That is the divine plan. That means that your needs, wants, and desires shall be met. That means that no food, clothing, shelter, education, and health care would be denied any human being on the face of the earth. And the way that all of these would be met is that everybody who comes into this scene, an adult, will participate in the creative process because they've all been given a gift, a career that they could exercise here in this body at this time to create all of the resources necessary and services necessary for the fulfillment of your dreams, to make sure that you experience on this earth peace, prosperity, freedom, and the joy of life and the fulfillment of your dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't beat that. And all the things you can imagine, the power to create and manifest. This is the God, the loving God. This is the God that I told you about. This is the God that I grew up as an adult and told you about that in the 80s, that you could have this, even at this late date, heaven on earth. And the people rejected it because it didn't come as they wanted it to come. See, human beings in America have been taught that if you black, get back. If you white, you all right. Now this is what we're taught in America. Taught in America that poor people are not citizens. They ain't got no money, they ain't got nothing. And white folks made sure they didn't have anything by taking everything for themselves, giving themselves all the land, taking all the rights, basic human rights that God had given these people, black people, people of color, and garnered them for themselves. Nothing but demonic action. And so when, like in the biblical context, God was going to send someone down to warn you because you're so messed up nowadays, he chose what you did not expect. He chose a black man, me, the one that you saw poor, the one who had no money, the one who had nothing. And yes, it's me, because I'm telling you, I got nothing. I went on the back porch the other day to try to see if I can move a rotten plank and fix my deck, and open that thing up and found out that whole deck need to be replaced. Cost thousands of dollars. I ain't got no money for that. And I darn sure don't have the expertise to do it myself. But anyway, that's what you reduce people like me to. So, here we go. You look at me, I tell you about all these wonderful things you rejected. Then in 2016, you allow evil to sit in the Oval Office. Evil. Now, why do I call it evil? Because all the things that God promised every human being on earth, the evil one says, no, we're not going to give it to everyone on earth. We're going to give it to, in America, white folks. In Africa, black folks, as long as they can maintain it. In China, Chinese people. In Japan, Japanese people. In Russia, all over the earth. Wherever the certain people are, they have decided to become God.